Previously, you mentioned that Volume 1 came out before your incarceration, Volume 2 was during your incarceration, Volume 3 was your return after incarceration. But when did 10K Projects come into the picture?
Once I got home, when I came home, like, you know, they was already interested. But I wasn't taking it serious, you know, I was doing other shit. So I'm like, man, nah, I'll rap when it's time to rap or whatever the fuck the case may be. But then once I got out of jail, I'm like, fuck that. I'm finna rap for real. So I got serious about it. Came out there and made it happen.
Now, how did they reach out to you initially?
They DM me. And then they asked me for my number, but I'm thinking it was just some bullshit, you know? So I'll get them my brother number or whatever. They talked to him or whatever. He set the meeting up and shit. It was real. I got on the phone. Me and Nico got on the phone. I talked to Nico, we chopped it up. And then shit, Zach and Tony set up the meeting. We flew out there and made it happen. But that was after I had came home. I was home for like, I'd say like 2 months, like 2, 3, almost 3 months.
But do you recall when they initially reached out to you? That was while you were incarcerated. So how long do you think you were incarcerated for?
No, I was in jail for a year.
So do they reach out to you in the middle of that year, for example? Towards the end of the incarceration?
No, like they were already interested before the incarceration, you know? But like when I talked to him, it was after. Like once I had came home, like I spoke to him personally once I came home. Like they was talking to my brother, you know, and all that in between, like while I was in jail and all that. But I didn't talk to anybody until I came home.
Now, you use the phrase DM. Is that in reference to direct message on Instagram?
Yeah.
And for those in the audience getting to know you for the very first time, care to share your screen name on IG as well?
It's chickenp_RE. Y'all gotta type everything in though, cause they got me shadow banned on some fuck shit. I don't know what the fuck going on. I've been shadow banned for about 3 months. Can't go live, do shit, but that's the page though, chickenp_RE.
Now,
Hmm?
now, did you know what led them to seek you initially?
Them numbers. The numbers, hell yeah. They seen them, that shit was increasing. It wasn't going down and I was dropping. They was already interested, bro. So once they seen that, they like, oh yeah, come on, let's get it going.
And was that in reference to your overall numbers or numbers to a particular song of yours?
No, like overall, I was climbing. Like my overall numbers, like the analytics and shit, they was going up, bro. I was doing like millions of streams and shit, you know? So they like, oh, okay, let's see what's up with them.
And do you remember when you actually signed on that dotted line? Maybe what month or year,
Was that
perhaps?
January? December. Yeah.
2023?
Yeah. December.
And do you recall what age that was in your life at the time?
28. I was 28. I was 28.
And speaking of your age, care to share your birthday, the month and the day, perhaps?
April 6th. My shit just passed. I'm an Aries.
Now, everyone's circumstances are different, but for you personally, why did you sign a deal at that time in your life?
Because it made sense. Like, you either gonna stay in the streets or you gonna get serious about what you doing. Like, you know, should not have to get serious about what I was doing, bro. I just came home from jail. Don't nobody wanna keep going back to jail and shit, especially when they can be a fucking star. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit don't make sense. So I just said fuck it and got serious all the way.
Had you been offered a deal in the past prior to this one?
Hell yeah. A couple of them. But they just wasn't. I was cool on that shit, bro.
Were they major record labels? Independent record labels?
Some major, some independent. Like, some major, some. Motherfucker tried to give me $1 million before, like, I turned that shit down, though. Like, it was a couple of people, like, that I turned down. I ain't gonna say nothing because they probably still salty and shit now, but it's cool. Ain't no bad blood or nothing, though, but hell yeah.
And what was the courting process like to sign you? Was that as far as it went, offering you $1 million? Or did anyone go further than that, trying to get you to sign?
Like, hold on, ask the question again.
What was that courting process like, trying to get you to sign a deal? What's the furthest anyone went to try to get you to sign? Was it that $1 million offer you just described?
I ain't gonna tell you all that, but yeah, man, I ain't gonna tell you all that, but I done heard some shit, bro. Motherfucker done try to take it far, bro, but that's just be shit that they just be trying to, throw in the air to make that shit sound good, bro. Like, that shit be all smoke and mirrors.
Anything else you want to mention about a deal or question you weren't asked people want to know about one?
People be wanting to know about my deal, like, I got a distribution. I'm still independent, though. Like, but I'm partnered with 10K, them, that's a family, and we getting it going, bro. Like, but as far as, like, all that other shit, no, I don't got nothing really to say about that. I answer that question, though, because I know people be wondering. I ain't never really go public with this shit, with the details, because that ain't everybody's business.
But just to follow up on that, those previous deals you were offered, before signing this distro deal, any regret looking back
Hell
on not
no.
taking any of them?
Hell no, I'm cool. I'm happy, bro. Like, I'm happy, bro. So, shit, ain't really no reason for me to regret nothing. I get what the fuck. I get what I want, shit. It be cool, bro, I ain't got no reason to be around this bitch mad, sitting around regretting shit.
And once again, you use the phrase brother, biologically speaking or figuratively in this particular segment of questions.
What you mean?
You mentioned a brother that helped with the 10K situation.
Oh, yeah. No, that's my guy. That's my boy, bro. That's my boy. He with me on the really rich shit. Like, that's my boy. It's just me and him, shit.